happens in your case?
Are they debating putting his brother in a cage?
Well, the real problem is kind of what to do with it. As far as most people are concerned, this is just a dangerous creature from the waste. And who cares if it can talk or not, or think talk or not?
Are you talking about the Trekking or the Dune Reaper?
The Dune Reaper. Trekking are considered people.
Okay.
It's more a matter of how to take care of it. It's more a matter of tending to it. It's more a matter of wondering whether it's going to die or not.
Well,
right. So
we healed
it. You did. You healed. Well, you helped it. Right. I don't recall any spell points expended. I guess it's fine.
Now,
I don't remember any of that.
Now it is also in the area of the
yes, it was
effect.
So therefore, it's not going to die, but on the other hand, it's not well.
Okay.
So that's sort of the concern. I mean, Palik is reasonably concerned. Glances at you, worriedly every so often, checking to see how it is.
Yeah, and I'm going to do the same thing as the eyeglasses to do, right? Are you going to be okay?
Yes, yes.
Petting it, it's really right to get you help.
Right. Well, its concern is it's adjusted. No more broodmother. But remember, you two were maturing away from the broodmother anyway.
Yeah.
So now it's like new pod. We need a new pod. Pride, whatever we call it. It's
swarm.
For these creatures, the analogy to a lion's pride is exact.
Okay.
In fact, except for the matriarchal psionic, sort of a cross between a naked mole rat and lions. Right?
I can kind of see it.
Yeah. So the consideration is only that I mean that's its priority is we need to go find let's go beat up or rather let's go find a brood mother that we can mate with. And in your case, I'm sure it'll be fine.
I mean, you can find the brood mother also, maybe like not the correct type.
Yeah. La la la. Right. No. Yeah, I make no judgments. Right. I'm open-minded. Okay, so here is the time when the wagon comes to a place that has been built up. There is enough unevenness for there to be a little bit off of the swampy or damp ground, enough solid ground for there to be a pavilion and some walls. It is the first visible outpost. Sort of some of the noble houses will actually build buildings out here in their estates, perhaps to stay in while they check on everything, or maybe a younger member of the family has to go out and stay there to keep watch and supervise everything. And it also is a nice place away from the city to have little conferences and stuff like that if necessary. So it's a little bit nicer looking than you would expect. So far, all the buildings you've seen have been kind of industrial or slave barracks and things like that. So this place is a little bit nicer. The most important thing is that you will be met and apparently welcomed. Athostra does not come out of she's gone kind of back into her seclusion, but Palik will meet with a mole who, although taller than you, is shorter than everybody else, and is hairless and is the head, sort of the head of the household. Technically a slave, but treated as almost a family member. So, there we go. Right. And so his name is Stug. Mhm. And so Stug meets with a group of people. Let's see. By people, what do I mean? I mean a team of servants. And so effectively the wagon is stopped more or less at the border of where things look like they have been built up and look a little bit nicer. And there is a bit of debate. Now, who would like to get a little bit more information on all of this? Because if not, I'll just tell you what happens where you are all sent and what to do.
I would like to.
But you're a little bit more interested in.
Yeah, because I want to see a Shatra safe back.
Right.
I have
Right.
divested interest in that.
Exactly.
Me too, because I also want to say, because she is my key to revenge.
Mm-hmm. And so the dialogue proceeds something like this. First of all, this is the noble house Ukarun, Ukarun, and that it is.
What did you say?
Ukarun. And so it's a noble house in the city, but this is its farming.
Ukarun.
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 Yeah. And so, let's see, where are my notes? Ooh.
Stug is talking with Palik.
That's right. So think of Palik, who's a human, who, as you know, is a little bit older and not very all that athletic looking, but who has not lost his cool except maybe for one or two times this whole time. And then this short mole, who, although only about, I don't know, a little over a meter tall, is carrying himself like he runs everything, because it kind of seems he does. And so with a team of servants with him. They are not in a like warlike, posture or anything like that. The implication is they don't need to be.
Bureaucrat.
Yeah. And so Stug, in talking to Palik, is speaking kind of familiarly and says, "Do you understand what you're asking of us? She can't come back here." And Palik said, "This is the only option. So you have to choose." And Stug says, "Well, I'm happy. I mean, I'm happy to see her again, but her uncle, her sister." And Palik says, "I know. I mean, now they're talking almost like friends, right? Like they knew each other.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's been sort of a shift. It's like, this is this, we are this, blah, 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 blah." And then this conversation kind of, he's going, "Her uncle?" It's, "I know." So there's this kind of shift in the conversation that there's something.
Can I approach
Mm-hmm.
and maybe interrupt this?
Yes, they both fall silent and stare at you in exactly the same expression.
I'm going to say, "What's the hold up, Palik?"
Palik says, "Stug, this is Ruh, who has been of
Elves are taller, right?
Oh yeah. Oh,
So
very.
he's
Oh
like-
yeah. You're looking down on both.
Like-
Right. Uh-huh.
I'm staying
Mhm.
respective distance,
Right,
so
right.
he doesn't have
Exactly.
to look like
That's
that.
fair. Yeah.
But
This is Ruh, who has provided inestimable service recently." Stug says, "Oh."
still providing it.
Stug unenthusiastically says, "Oh," and looks at you and says, "Be welcome then."
I feel greatly welcomed.
Palik says, House Ukarun will be our hosts prior to our entry to the city. He says, Ro, let me, sorry, Stug, can I turn you over to our caravan master, Jord, who will be happy to handle all the details. I need to talk to Ra and some others. He comes over and he says, to you, and you like have radar ears, right?
Yeah,
At this point, right?
Nearby listening.
Uh-huh. And he says, it is against much custom for us to be here. A bride to our Lord Nibenay severs all ties to her home. Under no circumstances can this be made known. Still get sympathetic. It may be that we can proceed from here easily, but there's bad news. Some of the family are in fact here.
So they cannot see her.
Well, there's no way around it.
They
We just have to find out what happens.
What is the bureaucratic, or I'm sorry, customary red line here? They're not allowed to see her. They're not allowed to know she's here. I mean, she has severed ties with them, but she's passing through.
Right. So she is a Templar who is to pass through.
Yes.
But we are not. We are trying to draw less attention.
Okay.
We are trying to draw less attention coming through this area.
And a Templar passing would normally draw a lot of attention.
A certain amount, yes. So family members who are unsympathetic to her or may have reason, hypothetically, for resentments of some kind.
Do we have to kill them? I actually say this.
Right.
Like I'm very practical about it.
He doesn't act
have
shocked.
to kill them?
He acts shocked. He kind of has I hadn't thought of that look on his face. He thinks
That-
about it. He thinks about it, and he says, "Good thought." Prepare, he says, prepare the less, shall we say, the more morally complex members of our community. Consider the less morally complex members. No, wait, I'm saying it wrong. Let me start again.
I am not sure why this is morally complex.
Right, he's saying, find people who are capable of justifying anything to themselves. And see if you can put them on a little bit of alert with the weapons that are easily carried and not too obvious. And we should be ready for some kind of danger, but it is unlikely.
Do I overhear this conversation?
You haven't been in a position, but it seems to me is that if Ra is going to take this advice, you would probably be first on the list.
But I'm going to nod and I'm just going to say, like, Pollock, it seems to me like as a trusted, is he officially servant or is there a different name, a counselor?
He is. I don't have an official title, but it is like a counselor. He is like her primary.
Counsel.
Yeah, counsel. Yeah.
I would say like a trusted counsel to the lady in question. You shouldn't really give your employees the opportunity to morally judge what needs to be done. This should be something
This will wait
that
upon. This will be wait. Yes, this will wait upon my signal. I'm simply asking you to be prepared.
Sure.
With right, with a minimum use of your companion or our questionable diminutive asset.
I mean,
That would be.
he can be a very good.
I understand minimum use at this point. So.
Take care of the remains. Clear up.
So you recognize that you guys are in a quote safe haven, except if it's not. Right.
All right.
Yeah. So this was her only kind of sensible choice at this point.
Okay, I'm going to turn around in that case, and while I'm moving away and I'm looking for Trixie, I will be mentally asking Axel, did you get that?
Yes.
Because I mean,
Right?
I know
Yeah.
he's there.
Yeah, you guys have a nice. I wouldn't call it a full mind link, but you have him on speed dial.
I still feel very guilty about
Yeah.
hitting
Yeah.
his brother with my
Yeah.
javelin.
Yeah.
So I think that's still
That
seeping
makes
a lot of
perfectly good
things
sense. You could
there.
sounds like some words that could be added.
Yeah,
Right.
depending if it lives or dies.
That's right. No, even if it doesn't.
If it dies, I'm blaming you a lot.
You can still, if you're operating and the guilt is involved. it's a
Can I talk to?
Sure, yeah.
Can you use telepathy?
Yeah,
Oh.
everybody has enough,
Okay, good. Because
everyone has
yeah.
enough psionics to talk with you.
Also,
Okay. Oh,
she can talk without telepathy. You can reply.
Yeah.
That's right. Go ahead.
You
Yeah.
can hear.
I want to give you the valuables I found
Ooh.
on the Dune Reapers to you, as a
Oh.
apology for throwing that medical stuff and going through your place.
Thank you.
Here you go.
Ah, right, so
I
right.
hold on to it because I don't have any pockets. Because I hold it. I don't have pockets.
I'm pretty sure somebody will come up with a tote bag for you.
Yeah, I am
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
even the first thing is, do you remember this? Like, you have a piece of cloth, you put the things inside, you make a wrap, and you
Yeah.
put a
Dancing
stick
light.
over
Yeah,
it.
that's right.
Yeah,
I can give it in that. Oh, never mind.
I don't know what the word for that is in English actually, but like.
There are a couple of words. Yeah.
That I know, but that I have used before, like putting in a bag, but I don't
You
know
can
clothes.
similarly have this thing instead of like on a stick, you could have it like
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
satchel around you or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
baby Bjorn.
Rucksack.
Mhm.
Now, so everybody's kind of, chatting about their relations right now, which is good. What else?
Except
I
for
want to talk with her.
Right, then I want to see what's up with our
Okay.
halfling. Yes.
I'm mostly being animalistic at the moment. I'm down on the
Suggesting.
ground. No, I'm probably down on the ground hunting some small lizards or something.
Ah,
Just-
okay.
Just,
Fast metabolism.
Yeah.
Right. They actually have been trying to keep you fed
Yeah.
in a more.
by its hunting instincts.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
People
Oh.
like the text.
Oh.
You know.
Palik is not happy with you, like going around, and at will,
Yeah.
and especially here, is like trying to tell you, trying to tell you, stay. So yeah, stay. He's shaking his head because, by the way, not all halflings are this
No.
savage.
Fair.
Yeah, something's wrong with this one,
Okay.
right?
Can I go over and grab him by the shoulder and hold him?
You can, but I'm not sure what's going to happen because of it. Yeah.
It's a cartoon fight.
If you hold like this, I'm much bigger than him. I can't hold him.
I don't know. He seems the kind that would like crawl if you had his
Yeah.
ankle. He'd crawl up his
Yeah.
own leg
Okay.
and start chewing on you. So.
Razor in the pants.
Yeah, I think we will stay away from now.
Yeah.